The S80 class here in WA sort of began in the mid to late 70s and grew out of a concept. There were a number of sailors who'd been sailing off the beach boats, dinghies, and wanted something a bit faster, a bit bigger, a bit more versatile. And they designed this boat, which was built in Western Australia. And I like the term that Western Australia is the spiritual home of the S80. And it went from there, and overall there are about 160 S80s built in Australia overall. About 30 were built in Sydney and the rest were built here in Perth.
The boats are so lively, fun, very close competition. You can't blink at the wrong time, you lose a place. And the wonderful thing about them is they get up and plane as soon as you get a bit of breeze, even without a kite. And I love that.
On the S80 you can go from hero to zero in one leg, but then you can be right back at the front in the next. So they're the really great things. It's more about how you sail rather than what you're sailing. The boats are all equal.
From a new skipper's point of view, just amazed at the opportunities they present to enhance your sailing skills. They have absolutely everything on them to make you, hopefully down the track, a good sailor.
I think you just know you're sailing on a boat. It's small enough where you can feel the wind on the boat, and it's very reactive as opposed to larger boats where you don't know you're really sailing, I believe.
Our sailing experience and knowledge has just gone ahead leaps and bounds, and yeah, we're just really excited about how we've had that opportunity to be nurtured through the training process really, and just its experience on the water.
It improves your general knowledge of sailing as well, because you're seeing sailing from the perspective of the helmsman, the skipper, the main sheet. And it gives you that confidence to be able to do that if you wanted to on other boats.
I love team sports and I love being on the water, so when somebody introduced me to twilight sailing, I was hooked. Come down, jump on a boat, go for a sail around. It's the most fantastic feeling.
It's a great boat. You can sleep on it. It's got cooking facilities, it's got a sink. Just moor it up to other boats and you're part of the whole sailing community. It doesn't cost a huge amount of money, and you can outdo a lot of big boats, so it's a lot of fun.
I think I just love the boat that strikes a really good balance between a competitive racing boat and then the social aspect of sailing. So we can go out on a Sunday with a bunch of friends that don't know how to sail, have a great time, or race on a Saturday against a really competitive bunch of people. You have to be switched on and focused the whole time. So just that balance between the two is really good.
The racing scene's very tight, it's very competitive, and the top end of the fleet's definitely can put any other fleet to shame. The talent there is fantastic. But also supporting that is the top end of the fleet backing up the rest of the guys. The new guys, the newcomers, the middle, we all want to be pushed along, and the fleet themselves do such a great job to help those progress. It makes it so much more enjoyable for everybody. We get pushed, new guys coming in learn. It's just such a community feel to it, as much as a out and out competitive fleet.
And I think we've built up a really good camaraderie, and part of that I think is because people help each other. I've had lots of people crawl over my boat. I've done the same with other people's boats, just trying to help them tune them, because if it's good racing, it's good for all of us, and that's really what we're trying to do. Is that not just the people aspect of it, but if we can all become better sailors out of it, it's a good thing to do as well.
The benefit with the S80s is that we've got the numbers. Despite them being around for some time, we've got 30 odd in the bay, so there's a lot of them, more so than any other sort of classes. We've got the most keel boats in Port Phillip Bay. The boats have been around for 30 odd years, but we're getting record numbers at our state championships. This is fantastic. And that's what, by continuing that work and providing attractiveness, providing all the benefits more and more people are getting into it and just loving it. The number of people who've already come up to me at this regatta and said what a fantastic event, and they're going to just have that word of mouth to open in there. So which just helps the associations for us to just work harder to keep expanding on that.
The S80 Association's been great with their mentorship. They especially helped me pick the boat that I'm now in, and they've helped with recommending and suggesting the sail trim and setup of the boat. They've been fabulous in supporting with on-water and off-water suggestions, and also around the social activities. Also, for my daughter, being a young person to the fleet, she's had opportunity to talk with other sailors and to get that idea of those tips and tricks. So they're a real generous association in terms of everyone wants to share, they want to help you, and they really want to support new people coming into the fleet, whether you're a boat owner or a crew person. They want to build that level and standard, so it's been fantastic to get that support.
The association, we're really working on getting a balance, the balance between great racing and really good fun social events as well. So that's the things that we're really working on, and getting active participation. We're really keen as many boats as possible to get out there. So anyone who's new to it, we're really encouraging them, and we're getting them out there and helping them out however we can.